So weeds pose a potential threat to our cropping systems because they're going to compete with the crop for light capture. They can compete for water. In a lot of our cropping systems here in Nebraska, water is a limiting factor in production. And then they'll also compete for nutrients. So anytime we have weeds, we want to do the best we can to manage them because of that competition that we have with that crop that we're trying to grow. Now, this can carry true in a corn or soybean field that we see across Nebraska. This can also be true in a range and pasture situation where we have weeds that are reducing the forage quality or the forage value of that crop that we may be trying to feed to a livestock. Every weed is a little bit different, so we need to assess the situation. So there's really a lot of different moving parts that we got to consider when we determine how important controlling that weed is. But ultimately, it comes back to how much competition we're going to have with that crop. We want to take a proactive approach where we're using and integrating as many different weed management strategies as possible, that being chemical, mechanical, and even somewhat agronomic. So changing planting populations or something like that could help us in terms of weed management as well. We do have a lot of resistances in a lot of different weed species, but I think it's probably a little bit of a scare tactic to call it a super weed. Just because we have resistance doesn't mean that the system is doomed to fail. We just now have to become more creative, more aware of what we're doing, and make sure that we do a better job of managing those systems in the future, because we have less tools to use today than we did before we had that resistance.